Constitutionalization of environmental issues by the Supreme Court is amongst the most transformative development in the contemporary Indian jurisprudence. Discuss this statement with the help of relevant case laws. अभी मैंने बोला कि बहुत कम questions होंगे जिसमें आपको explicitly बोला होगा use करने के लिए. This is one of those questions. Question number 2 was one of those questions, wherein the question was directly asking for you to use judicial pronouncements. So this is a question. This came in the year 2022. This is a direct PYQ which has been picked, and I think this is an important question because of, again, the recent judgment which has come by the Supreme Court, wherein it has added that Article 14, that is right to equality, and Article 21, which is right to life and personal liberty, उसके अंदर में the right against adverse effects of climate change have been included. So that is why this question becomes important. Language may be repetitive, but the content is still important. शायद ये क्वेश्चन फिर से इस लैंग्वेज में रिपीट ना हो, बट बिकॉज ये दो अभी चीजें हुई हैं जो रिसेंटली सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोली हैं, इस वजह से ये कंटेंट आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है. लेट्स सी द कंटेंट. इट्स पॉलिटी, एफआर, डीपीएसपी पैटर्न है. हाँ, पीवाईक्यू पैटर्न देखो. The most significant achievement of modern law in India is the constitutionalization of environmental problems. Discuss the statement with the help of relevant case laws. Approach. Introduce the answer by giving a brief background of the recent Supreme Court judgment on the adverse effects of climate change. Body में discuss the role played by the Indian judiciary in the constitutionalization of environmental issues, citing relevant case laws. Conclude by highlighting the importance of this constitutionalization. इसमें बस आपको एक चीज दिखाना चाहती हूँ. Please see this carefully. Basically इसमें ये लिखा हुआ है that the right to a clean and healthy environment is a basic part of fundamental right, that is Article 14 and Article 21. You can write that here. Okay? I hope you understand. My handwriting is not the best, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. This landmark judgment, Supreme Court has constitutionalized environmental issues among the most transformative developments. Again, इसमें because बोला है citing relevant case laws, so you already obviously have to mention the case laws, and this is your content for the same. I am just mentioning these cases briefly. You already have, I am sure, read about all of these cases. If you haven't, this is your answer for it. MC Mehta case versus the Union of India case 1987. This basically came in the aftermath of the 1984 Bhopal disaster. And again, this becomes important this year because of the recent problems and the protests which happened because of the movement of the toxic waste from the 1984 Bhopal disaster. So, see the relevance, that is what I'm trying to show here. As a part of the fundamental right, Rural Litigation and Entitlement Kendra versus the State 1988, also known as the Dehradun Coring case. Right to healthy environment, integral part. PA Jacob versus the SP case, Kottayam, held that the freedom of speech under Article 19(1)(a) does not include the freedom to use loudspeakers or sound amplifiers, curbing noise pollution. Vellore Citizens Forum case about the principle of precautionary principle and the polluters pay principle. This one is an important case for you to remember with this regard. This one and this one are very, very important. You have to mention it here. So this MC Mehta case and the Vellore Citizens Forum case. I mean, obviously all of the cases are important, and the more you write, the better marks you will get. But I'm just saying that all this answer is impossible to score marks in if you do not mention these two cases, and these are the two most popular cases as well. You ought to know them. Then you can use the TN Godavaraman Thirumalpad versus the Union of India case, important for the forest legislation. You've read this in environment as well, so you can use that content here. MC Mehta case again. Issued the comprehensive directions to prevent industrial discharge into the Ganga. Then MK Ranjit Singh and the Union of India case 2024. This was the case I was talking about. See, I didn't know it was called the MK Ranjit Singh case. I also got to know something new. So MK Ranjit Singh versus the Union of India case, Supreme Court recognized for the first time the right to be free from the adverse effects of climate change under Articles 21 and Article 14, that is the right to equality. And if anyone knows, this was related to the Great Indian Bustard thing in Rajasthan, because the Supreme Court had given this judgment during the proclamation on the Great Indian Bustard and its preservation of its habitat in the Rann of Kutch and the Thar Desert. Then you have the Van Shakti versus the Union of India case 25. It's better, it's nicer if you use newer cases like 2024, 2025, because it shows that you have been well kept with the current affairs and the contemporary affairs as well. So one thing is the classic cases, like I told you about the MC Mehta and the Vellore Citizens Forum case. and you can add that shine in your answer with these newer cases. It also shows that you understand the contemporary relevance of this question. Declare that the environmental clearance without proper legal approach is illegal and unconstitutional, Oroville and National Green Tribunal. See, my point is that हो सकता है आपको इसके पहले 2 या 3 केसेस के नाम पता हो, बट इस आंसर से अब आपको कम से कम 5 केसेस तो पता है, और अगर आप एक 10 मार्कर में 5 केसेस भी लिख के आ रहे हो, 2 नए 2 पुराने और 1-2 आपने लिखे हैं नए, I think that's very good and you will get marks for it also. So that is our effort to simplify those things for you. Okay, I hope it makes sense.